I've tried every way of selling on Amazon, including retail arbitrage, online arbitrage, wholesale, private label, and in almost 6 years, I made over 2 millions. But I've actually sold and listed over 2,000 different products on Amazon, from maternity bags to toilet paper to coffee and everything in between. I know the ins, outs, and every single pitfall of every type of Amazon business you can try. Before we start, you need to know that even if my Amazon business has made me over 2 millions, that's revenue. These are sales, it's not my profit. And I will be sharing with you all the costs associated with building my Amazon businesses, all the Amazon FBA fees, and everything you need to know before you choose which way you want to sell on Amazon. The most important thing I'm going to share with you is right at the end of this video, because I'm going to share with you the biggest mistake, and this mistake cost me £50,000, and is a mistake that so many new sellers do. Hi, my name is Silvia, and growing up, I was following the path of go to school, get a job, and then work until you retire. But life doesn't work that way, and I found out the hard way. By the time I was 30, I was in Rome. I was working for the 20th Century Fox, and my gut told me that something was just not right. My soul was crashing. So I made a crazy decision. I quit my job, moved to London with 1K in my pocket, and started sharing a house with 9 other people. Then sadly, my grandma passed away in Italy, and my boss didn't allow me to go. It was at that moment that for me was like a lightning strike. Something has to change right now. I need to make my own money. Within weeks, I tested my own theory. Can I make money selling online? So I bought a CD for 50p, a used CD for 50p, and I flipped it on eBay for £6. And boom, that was the answer. Selling products online is going to make me free. And within 1 month, I went from making £200 to £13,000 in sales. Now make sure to smash that like button, because I'm going to share with you what my most successful products are, and step by step how I started all those Amazon FBA businesses. Plus, which way of selling on Amazon I've stuck after so many trials and so many different models.
And if you're new to the channel, my name is Travis and I help people sell on Amazon. And we're about to dive deep into Sylvia's story on how she made money with Amazon and how you can too. But before we get into that, I do want to let you know that next week I'm opening up 50 spots to join my Amazon FBA training program. There is a link down below to get on the wait list and to learn more information about what is in my program. It's a crazy good deal. There's a ton of bonuses and benefits that come when you join. And like I said, I'm only going to be allowing 50 people to join. So make sure you click on the link down below to join the wait list. But now let's get into Sylvia's story.
The way I started my Amazon journey has been in 2018 doing retail arbitrage, which means you find products in stores that sell low, maybe at a discount price, and then you buy them, you send them to Amazon to make profit. And the first product I sold in 2018 was bottled lotion for skin recovery. This is all just started from me and pick up as many units as I could to send to Amazon FBA. Bear in mind, doing retail arbitrage is very different than creating a unique product to sell. With retail arbitrage, you just find a product that is already selling very well on Amazon, and you just, with one click, you list your product on Amazon. But there is something called the buy box. This is the box on the side of the Amazon product page that says buy now or add to cart. But because there are multiple sellers piggy banking from that same listing, who wins the buy box get the sales. There are no costs for logo, packaging design, because of course you're buying a product that has already been built, created, designed by the manufacturer itself. And the listing has already been set up by the brand owner itself or by another third-party seller. But if you are a brand and you need to actually create your logo, your packaging, there are very nice websites you can use like Fiverr, Upwork, 99 Designs. And if you're building your own brand and you need to create your own listing, I definitely recommend FBA Creatives. They're going to do all the hard work of building the creatives for you. There is a link down below if you're interested. But back to retail arbitrage. It cost me nothing to get my UPC EAN numbers because the brand owner itself has already designed the packaging and the barcode, it's already there. UPC stands for Universal Product Code and EAN stands for European Article Number. It's the barcode at the back of any product that you can scan at the checkout. My next cost was about £5 to get my lotions in a box shipped to Amazon FBA warehouses. If you bring products from overseas, shipping via air is actually more expensive but faster, while shipping via sea is slower as a process, but it definitely is cheaper. It cost me about £20 to set up my Amazon Seller Central account. I still felt really nervous about starting Amazon and launching the products on Amazon. I was working in a really bad job. I was very unhappy, but I knew that if I could just find enough products that could make me profit, that would have going to change my life. Plus, I've heard Travis Marziani, who is an incredible coach and a selling expert, saying that there are over 230 million buyers in the US alone, and 56% of them start their research for whatever product they need to buy on Amazon. In 2018, I made £15,000 in 1 month on Amazon FBA. But it's important you understand this is not my profit, it's my revenue. There are a lot of fees that are involved when you sell on Amazon. So I started retail arbitrage in 2018. Out of the £15,000 revenue, I spent about $2,200 in Amazon referral fee. This is a 15% fee you have to pay for the privilege of selling on the platform. I spent about £3,500 on the products I was selling. Then I paid about £3,000 in Amazon FBA pick and pack fee. FBA stands for Fulfilled by Amazon, which means the Amazon warehouse will pick, pack, ship the product to the buyer, so you don't have to do any of that. I spent about £3,500 of costs of goods of the product that actually I sold to make £15,000 in sales, £300 to ship the products to the Amazon warehouses, and after all my expenses on my first top month of selling on Amazon, I made a whopping £4,100 profit, and everything changed. And July was our first month doing it, a bit of retail arbitrage, a bit of a test buy kind of month, and we just made like £200. And then the same year, we went from making £200 in July to over £15,000 in a month in November. December, we did a very, very similar amount. And overall, we sold over £80,000 worth of products. So you know exactly what I made at the end of it. But I soon realized that retail arbitrage was way too much work and time for the profit coming in. We were just standing in stores for hours, scanning the products, and never getting enough quantity to sell. It's not a passive income business. The next way we try to sell on Amazon is online arbitrage. It's very similar to retail arbitrage, but if you actually buy from websites online and you get the product straight to your door. We ended up choosing toilet cleaning tablets. And it was the first of many toilet cleaning products. My first cost was actually spent £150 to get my LTD up and running and set up, which is the UK version of the LLC. For US sellers, an LLC, you can get it for £200 from wyregisteredagent.net. I recommend getting an LLC or an LTD in place because if you ever get sued, so your business is actually separated from your personal assets. You could also get a DBA from LegalZoom for £99. DBA means doing business as, and is the business name you use for trading purposes and tax purposes. It's great for marketing and branding, but it does not give you that separation between you, the business, your personal assets. It cost me £12, just £12 to get the first box of toilet cleaning products. So the next cost was about £5 to £8 as shipping cost to get the box from my house to an Amazon FBA warehouse. So in 2019, in 1 month alone, I sold over £10,000 worth of toilet cleaning products. After taking out all the fees was approximately £2,000 in profit. After those very expensive mistakes, and also before those very expensive mistakes that cost me over 50K that I will tell you about, we decided to diversify as much as we could. We built a series of vertical businesses to differentiate as much as possible our income streams. With e-commerce, we spread our stock and time into Amazon, eBay, Etsy, and now Vinted, a liquidation business, a high street retail store that we have opened, so a real store, consulting, so I launched my Ecom Hero Academy, but building multiple Amazon businesses for me was extremely important. I really cared about this venture. Amazon FBA gave myself and my husband our time back, the most precious thing ever. None of these other ventures would have been possible without selling on Amazon in the first place. In 2020, because I cannot stand still, now I'm a new mom, and I decided to change again the way we operate the business, and we moved to wholesale. And if you don't know, wholesale is a way you can go on Google, on websites, and find distributors that actually sell multiple different brands under their own catalog, and you can place bulk orders, so you rarely run out of stock. We decided to go in with a product that so many people were using. We sold thousands of toilet seat covers. I know, glamorous, right? I did the same wholesale process for over 2,000 different type of products. And again, I will reveal how much I made in total in just 1 second. So make sure you pay attention. Now, let's talk about the cost. Product research tool. I used ANZ Scout, and it's about £40 a month. The key of making money on Amazon is understanding and remembering that Amazon is actually a search engine. So people go on Amazon to search for things they are actually interested in buying. The search terms that buyers use and put on Amazon are called keywords. Let's talk about the photos. I spent nothing on photos because all the photos are already on the listing we're going to sell on. It cost me about £3,500 to get my first test batch of products from my supplier, and it was about 500 cases of toilet seat covers. My next cost was about £284 to ship the products from my doorstep to the Amazon FBA warehouse. For wholesale, you don't need a trademark, so no cost involved. In 2020, I sold £250,000 worth of Amazon wholesale products. It cost me £60,000 to get all my products, £37,800 in Amazon FBA, in Amazon referral fees, which is about the 15%, £108,000 in Amazon FBA fees. I spent £400 in PPC, pay-per-click, or Amazon advertisement. And in 2020, selling wholesale products on Amazon with a baby on my laps as a new mom, I made £45,000 just from wholesale. Tracking hundreds of different products, shipping them and selling them at the same time was not easy. In 2021, we made £480,000 selling wholesale products alone in Amazon FBA. £2,400 on PPC, pay-per-click, which is Amazon advertisement, where you pay Amazon to have your products at the top of the search results, and you pay to Amazon a fee every time someone, a potential buyer, actually click on the product. After taking out all the expenses, we actually ended up with £55,000 for the family. but I did way less work as I automated so much of the Amazon business. And at that point, I was literally working 5 to 10 hours a week on this business. You can check out Travis Marziani has a lot of very valuable tricks and tips for PPC campaigns. He shares more of it in his Amazon FBA course. The link is in the description, guys, so please feel free to just click on it and check it out. It's absolutely great. We come to 2022. Just saying this amount just makes my head spinning because of where I started with my journey. So in 2022, we made over £504,000 with Amazon FBA Wholesale. After taking out all my expenses, we put in our pocket, reinvested in the business, invested in other ventures, £60,000. 2023, the focus was not to make more sales. My focus was how can I make more profit working the same amount of hours. So 2023, we made £520,000 worth in sales and £70,000 for the family. 2024, we made 60% less than the previous year. And this was due to one of my biggest mistakes that I made. I'm going to talk to you about it in a minute. So listen up, you guys, so you don't make the same mistake. And after all these selling methods in 7 years of selling on Amazon, I made well over 2 million in sales. So after taking out all of our expenses, we made £350,000 profit. I could have made so much more money if I only avoided these 3 very expensive mistakes. So let's talk about that. My first mistake was bundling products with my private label brand. This mistake cost me about £1,000 in shipping materials and overcharged Amazon FBA fees. For my own private label maternity bag, the duffel bag was my private label product, and then it was bundled up with multiple different products that moms to be needed together with the duffel bag to the hospital. I needed a bigger box, more expensive box, and that ended up costing me so much more in Amazon FBA fees, and I could not price my maternity bag as competitively as the other competitors. I would not recommend to you guys to, number one, make a bundle as your private label. Just stay clear of it. And second of all, before you take any photo, before you finalize the order with the manufacturer, your packaging, make sure you check out the Amazon FBA fees. How much do you pay in fee compared to a specific size? Because a small change, like literally not even a centimeter, can make a huge difference in how much money you can make. My mistake number 2, private label. This mistake cost me 11K. It seems like a very easy way and a great way to make money, but if it's easy for you to create a product, buying it from, Alibaba, from China, it's definitely easy for your competitors too. Then this leads to price wars where the competitor will lower the sale point, and then you have to lower the sale point, and at that point you risk to literally go break even or make a loss, and eventually nobody's actually making money. And my third mistake, the biggest mistake, peer pressure and Amazon lending. This mistake cost me about £50,000. We break it down to about £15,000 in credit card interest and £35,000 in missed profit. In August 2023, we took almost 100K in Amazon lending to scale our business forward. My gut feeling told me not to take it, but again, peer pressure was a huge thing. The online community, other big Amazon sellers be like, Sylvia, you need to get the Amazon lending. What are you even talking about? 100K? Yes, just scale the business. So I took the loan, and they knew very well already that they were not going to refinance us or any other Amazon seller, because they were going to shut down the service. In January 2024, we had to obviously slow down buying stock because we had to repay the credit cards, and they didn't tell us just yet what was happening, right? And they just said it and announced it worldwide in March 2024. That was a crazy situation. It has had a huge impact on so many families and businesses. The worst part is that Amazon from January 2024 until for about 5 to 6 months withhold every single penny they owed us, which means we were selling 80K, 70K, 50K months, and they were holding every single penny. So we had to completely rethink overnight 5 years, 6 years of business. It's been extremely challenging. Always follow your intuition and never feel pressure to do something that you don't feel right for your own business and for your own family. There is not one right way of having an Amazon FBA business. I built multiple business models on Amazon, and I built multiple streams of income thanks to Amazon. I've done it here in the UK and abroad. I now work from home, from my laptop, traveling with my family and raising my daughter. Only work a few hours a week on my Amazon business. I followed my gut as much as I could. I learned a lot, and now I'm a successful online entrepreneur. And I know if I did it, you can do it too. There are a lot of selling methods that you could try, and I believe joining Travis Amazon Passion Product Formula program can change your life. You won't regret it. Having a great coach, a great mentor is just a must-have in 2025. You'll get over 100 step-by-step tutorials, one-on-one coaching, and exclusive Q&As. There is a link in the description if you want to join. If you're not ready just yet, Travis has a completely free 10 hours Amazon FBA course for you. You can also check that out.